A little chilly start this morning. Got the long reach warming up, the dump truck, and John just got started with the 160 over there, building another containment pit for the rest of the mud that we're going to dig out today. So I'm gonna let this warm up for a minute, head down here and go ahead and get set up for the next cut. See how well I can pick up mats with this thing. I haven't tried to pick any mats up with it since we've had it. Oh, I got one. No trees to swing into, branches. So there's a sewer line. I know you can't see that string, but right there at the left of the mat is where the center line crosses, the sewer line crosses the pond with that string line. And that is there to kind of help keep the reference of where it's at. I think it's a steel pipe encased in concrete, but still have to be gentle while digging to make sure that we don't have a problem. Set these mats up in the edge of the pond, that way I can drive out there with the end of the tracks just a little bit farther, and that'll easily give me the extra reach I need to get out there for that last little bit. Let's see if I can just pick up two. How's that going to work? It's not going to work. What I can do is slide one off and then use it to grab the next one, and then just push that one to where it needs to go. I don't know, let's try. Now, it's not going to work. Slow but steady. But you see what I'm talking about? It wouldn't be practical to try to put this out in a pond, because picking up these mats with it, especially in the mud, would I don't think would work very well. You'd end up with probably a stuck machine. Get it? Oh, I got it. Ta-da! Alright, now I can sit right here and be able to reach on out there a little farther and get that whole area right there dredged out. So while John finishes the pit, I'm taking the long reach over here on this far side and knocking down the stone wall that is around the pond. They want to get rid of it and make it a kind of a grass edge like that. There was a lot of areas of it where the wall was collapsing, and from a maintenance standpoint, it's easier just to knock it down, and I'm pushing the rock down into the slope, and then I'm taking that top edge and just pushing it down and covering everything up, and they will put some more topsoil and sod over top of this, but at least it will have all that rock there to kind of help stabilize the slope below the water level, where it doesn't matter if there's still rock, because it's all going to be covered up, but yet it will still kind of help hold it from washing. They were a little afraid that it was going to look kind of messy with a lot of rock, but it's actually mashing in really good, and you can't really even tell it's there anymore. You just got to kind of peel that rock back, get it mashed down before you knock that edge of grass off. Take all that rock, mash it down below the water level, like so. And come up here, come back about a foot or so, and just take that edge and just roll it right down. Up on that wall, so they'll come in here and finesse it around and make it look a lot nicer. I'm just trying to get the bulk of the dirt moved to where it needs to go. That's all they ask for, is get it where they can finish it by hand, and it's pretty close to being at that way. Plus, it'll make our life easier next time we have to do this pond. We don't have to worry about tearing a wall up. Alright, I'm going to keep smashing this rock down into the bank, and then it should be about time to load some mud out. Set up where I can kind of reach over the pond a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of work on this right here and get down to that sewer line or proximity of it. I got that bank over there slicked up, as you can see. Get back in the groove of loading trucks now with this thing. Just weird. It just you let off on the swing, it's got so much momentum out there that it just keeps on swinging. You got to kind of start planning before you get there on slowing down. This was probably one of the most ideal ponds to use one of these machines on. Saves so much time from having to transfer it. Dump truck is going to need a bath when it leaves here. So I've got this square here dug out at that line right there. I don't know if you can see the string across there or not, but that's marking the sewer line that goes from that side where the manhole is right there to somewhere over here. But I did find it right there. I think it's a piece of ductile iron pipe in there. I just kind of bumped it there, but I've been very easy kind of skimming across that. I'm going to take out one more bucket full right here on the next load, and then go ahead and cut all that in, hopefully get the mats out, and then go over there and get the rest of it from right there, I think. All right, it is now time to go ahead and flood that cut. Take out the little divider ditch. Watch it fill. Go ahead and take this edge out right here. Oh, it won't pick it up. Too heavy. Scoop. Big scoops. Closer to the sewer line, I'm just going to skim it right to the level and call it good. Just right here, what I'll do is kind of pat that down back in the area I overdug. So, reach out, get this scoop, three more, and that'll be a full load. Couple scoops and clean this up, and that'll pretty much be all of the trucking. I think the rest of it I can just lay over there with the excavator. we shall see shortly. So I got the machine set up over here now, and it's actually going pretty good. I can reach out here and scoop this and lay it directly into the pit now. So ain't nothing like only having to move it once now. It should just kind of flow down in there, and might have to go up there and push it back a time or two, but don't have to worry about putting it in a truck now. It should go a little bit faster. I think this machine needs a new blower fan. That's what's making all that rattling noise. I can't hardly see the string there. It kind of disappears when it's a little yellow string 40 feet away from you. These are big scoops. This is probably 2 yards every scoop, which is actually pretty impressive for a 60-foot long reach. Plucking away at this and getting all this cut out, laid over into the pit. Well, that is a wrap on the dredging. I got all this cut out. This is actually a little bit lower than that, so once that fills up, most of that will be underwater. That sewer line is very shallow right there, so I left a little bit of a ridge just because I was sitting at a weird angle and I didn't want the corner of that cutting edge to stab through that line, so it'll be fine. So that'll fill on up about another foot before it runs out of that pipe, and we have got quite the pit of mud over here. I've got to work on trying to smooth this up a little bit. Let's see if I can drive up here where you can see it. It's pretty much full. See if I can't spread some of this out, and then work on shaping some stuff up, and that should be the end for today.